Warning, this video is only for 14 and up, and if you're under, please leave this video because I will not be accused of something I don't want to be accused of. Please, if you're under, leave the video. Stories go through the air. You can listen and you cannot. But stories are here to help. Understand what is right and what is wrong. But sometimes stories can do the opposite. There's no right or wrong. You have to form your own opinion. But that is not what you're here for. You're here to listen to this silly little god of this channel. Listens to his mind going on about his stories, about the different worlds where he's traveling to, and where he can make some small different in a timeline. Welcome to the Blue Mask What If channel. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys will enjoy my video and let's begin. Hello everyone, this is Blue Mask, and if I sound really bad, I'm currently having issues with my throat. I'm not sick per se, but I have some little stomach problem that fucked up my throat for a little bit. So yeah, my throat isn't feeling that well, so this will be a short video, probably half an hour, or if I continue this, and well, let's just say my throat's gonna hurt very, very fucking bad. Anyways, so I will do this announcement here. Quick reminder. There is a post up where you can leave questions for the Q&A video. Please leave if you want to see me do a Q&A video. I really want to do it. And any questions is allowed. Please read the rules. And one more thing, you're allowed to leave like 2 questions per person. So it's fine if it's like 10 people leaving 2 questions. It's totally fine. So if you want to do that, please leave that in the comments on that post. Any question you want, any lore facts on my series, or anything I want to, but not heavily, please read the rules. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and let's begin. We see a little darkness when we come to, but we hear some clashing of some weapons when we cut over to the training area. We see Sanraku training with Rin with his dual blades and her with her great sword. Both of them was training hard as they can for their examinations for becoming into a hunter. Both of them were sitting each other with their weapons, but not as hard as they paralyze each other or anything or hurt them really, really bad. It's just that they are just sparring normally. In the other side of the training area, we can see Arthur or Pentagon or Pentagle, the woman with the spear I totally forgot the name, fuck. In Sangrelok Frontier, that purple hair woman is sparring with Okatsu, the one that punches monsters. After some few moments of sparring with each other, a voice came over the training area and yelled out some names, with Sanraku running over to Orikatsu and Ran running over to Pentagon and started to fight each other. We see Belle on the sidelines with Aisha sitting down and watching everyone else. So, why am I not fighting? Well, for one thing, they have more training with their weapons. Even though you're level 4, you still need to learn how, well, others fight. There's a few techniques some hunters don't know around the world. So sometimes when they spot some new, they just watch their sparring. I've even done it sometimes when I go to the old world. Wait, the old world? Huh? Oh, right. The mountains around the areas of, well, the places you know here in, this part of the world, we call it the Crystal Lands because, well, the dungeon has affected lands around the world, but not, well, as far. So, these places around the Crystal Lands are kind of isolated, but after the guild arrived a couple of months ago, we have been going around the other places. Wait, so you're not just in Aurario? Hell no, we are the guild. Well, multiple parts of the guild. We're not just one big organization, we're multiple organizations that's slammed into one, and we all work together to, well, fight off the monster, research the monsters, making sure that locations around the world are not very affected about some changes. What? We see the world as one big place. If it's gonna be disturbed, it's gonna be a natural disaster, not human-made. So that's what we think. So we have multiple organizations going around the world. I mean, like, 100... I think it was around 250 years ago, where I used to live. A group of hunters went in there after they found a child. The record doesn't say his name, but they found a child after they went into the Forbidden Lands, as it was called. But when they did, they found a whole lot of research parts and ancient ruins. How ancient? Probably at that point, like, I would say 9,000 years ago? Probably more? It's unknown how long it's been. I see. Yeah, back to the weapons part. A lot of hunters goes around the world sometimes. To the New World, the Old World, the Forbidden Lands, and the Crystal Lands now. I've been around in the Forbidden Lands and the Old World for a little bit. Well, free now when I'm here in the Crystal Lands. I see. So, watching all hunters and their capabilities of taking down monsters and taking down, well, elder dragons is one point. I see. Aisha started to watch the fight again, but more closely at, well, Rin. Because she's the only one that uses a greatsword. Oh, what do we have here? Belle turned around and looked up to where the normal kind of pathway walks over to the training area to look at see. Oh, Lucy. Tyona. Where's Lily? Oh, Ice asked for her and Harime to join her down in the dungeon. Just crystal monsters today, not monsters. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So you're here watching the newbies. Yeah, and ooh, I'm not an Amazon.
Wait, aren't you from Ishtar Familia? Yes, but I was allowed to join the hunters for training and probably join you guys in the monster hunting. I mean, we. Yes, that is approved. We cannot. We cannot not allow anyone to join. If they want to, they can. But the gods still have to approve, and the paperwork has come in for Ishtar. So, yeah. And I think she has read the rules, right? Ishtar can be a little, let's say, doesn't read the rules right. So probably not, or probably she has. Maybe. I don't know. I left before she, read it in front of me. Okay. So we're gonna have a problem with that if she's gonna do a stupid thing. Maybe. Wait, another Amazon? Aisha heard that word from Tyona, but there was no other Amazon around. What do you mean by other Amazon? There's no one here. Tyona and Lucy came down to the ground, and, Lucy standing beside it, Belle, to watch the fight. Tyona sat down, with Aisha. Oh, I mean little Rin over there. You mean the elf? No, she's a half elf, half Amazon. Huh, haven't seen that combination. Yeah, so it kind of makes sense why her behavior is kind of weirder than other Amazons. But she does lean more into elven behavior, doesn't she? Yeah, she does. I mean, she allows people to touch her. That's one of them. Only loved ones. Got it. Everyone was watching the fight when Belle yelled out again. But this time, everyone stopped and walked over to the people that were standing up. Aisha and Tyona stood up beside, Belle, when Belle started to talk to the others. Good job with your training today. I think you have proven yourself that you can join the, qualifications for getting a hunter license. Yes! Sorry. Yeah! Oikatsu said as he bent down with his gauntlets. They're like iron gauntlets, like the iron armor that, the guild has. Give me a second. Sorry about that. And if you can hear, I have something in my mouth. I had to get some medicine, so it's right now doing their thing, but I don't think it will. My throat or my noise, me talking will sound differently, more than it should be. I was talking about the iron gauntlets. They also has the iron gauntlets that Oikatsu has iron protections around the wrist, the wrist and the forearm area, with giant heavy gloves, like imagine a giant. Imagine the giant fist of Green Frog has in Wilds, and imagine its hands were shrunken down to a glove, but like 2 times bigger than a normal hand. that is sealed so people can punch monsters. Yeah, that kind of situation. So he has that kind of gloves on him, or yeah, gloves on him that he can fight monsters and human with. So he has that on his hands with him putting it back on the belt, on his belt, he puts the gloves on the back of his on it. There is a holder for the gloves on the back of his back where he puts it in so he can walk around with normal hands instead of just having giant gloves on his forearm or something else. Alright, everyone. Like I said, you can probably do the exam for the license. So I would say take a 2 days rest before the exam and make sure you have all the knowledge you need. And find a good handler you can work with. A newer one will be a great one for you. And make sure that you're not gonna do anything stupid. Belle just looked at Pentagon at this. Why are you looking at me? Seriously? Fine. Anyways, you are dismissed. You can go now. After that, everyone nodded to Belle and left the training area with them talking to each other about the things they wanted to hunt when they get their license. So, do you understand? Belle turned to Aisha that was, standing beside and thinking about some stuff. Her fighting style are more quicker than others. Quicker than yours, exactly. But it doesn't deal a lot of heavy damage than other great weapons, but still do a lot of, normal heavy damage to others, monsters. Am I correct? Yes, she's quicker than her feet than I am, but she's not stronger than me. I have more experience and more strength than normal. Even though she's a half Amazon, she is still an elf. She's also a half elf, so that kind of, I see. That's why she's a little faster than usual. Yes. Anyways, it's your turn to, spar, but I want to watch this, so... Tyona, it's kinda lucky that you're here. Do you mind training the new newbie? Ooh, I would love to. Alright then. Tyona grabbed a training greatsword with Aisha doing the same. After some few moments, Belle said start, and when they started, Aisha and Tyona clashed a little with their weapons, but after like 5 seconds, Aisha fell to the ground with the greatsword while landing beside her. What did you do wrong? I thought of it as my sword. And I didn't know. You didn't know the weight of the greatsword when you do your own moves. You have to think about it. You are not using your own greatsword. You're using a monster greatsword. A hunter's weapon. It needs to be heavier and the strikes need to come as strong as possible. Not faster, stronger. Pick up the weapon and do it again. After Aisha picked up her weapon, she started again with fighting Tyona. Tyona. They started fighting again, and after a minute, her weapon was disarmed from her, with Aisha looking at, the training greatsword at her, well, near her nose. What did you do this time? I let my weapon go. Even though I shouldn't have. Got it. You have that correct again. Same rules, same training. Got it. After some few minutes, she was panting on the ground with, well, Belle looking at her. You actually did great. You understood what your faults were when you were fighting Tyona. Yeah, but she's also a little stronger than me. Ah, that's just a bunch of scrap. Yeah, she's stronger than you, but she's also more experienced than you with Hunter's greatsword. Now, I think your training day is over. You understand why I brought you to see the others train and see what you can learn with fighting a better opponent with a greatsword. I understand, yes. Alright then, good luck then. We see you tomorrow. Yeah, thanks. Aisha put back her weapon and walked away with her thinking about some stuff. After that, Lucy and Tyona walked up to him. Well, she seems nicer than the toad. Yeah, she's nicer than the toad. And I hope the goddess Aisha understand the rules about the hunters. I have a bad feeling coming on. You too? You two have a feeling? Hunter intuition. That thing saved us a lot of fucking times. Yeah. I mean, if I haven't jumped back on the right moment, you wouldn't have seen me with one scar near my mouth. I think I wouldn't have an eye if I didn't have it either. Oh, well, that's a useful one. But I don't feel anything. That's because it's not going near your familia. Belle looks around to spot some few others beside them. Oi! Jackson! Annabeth! By the way, reference characters, these are reference names, not the actual characters. You can imagine as those characters, but they're not. I will not describe them. The two people looked over and said yes to them. Both of them having, well, one of them having dual blades, one of them having a great sword. Do you two have a feeling? Oh, the bad feeling that's lingered around the house? Yeah, we have it. Great. Inform the captain. Something was gonna go on today. And don't walk alone. Inform everyone. Something's gonna happen and it's gonna be bad. Both of them nodded and rushed off towards, well, their captain. Do you really think something's gonna happen? I mean, fuck, we have problems with two familias. Even though one of the familia members can't fight us, we cannot fight her. We still are a familia. We are part of the Hunter Guild, but the familia problems are the familiar problems. So get your normal weapons ready. Because I think a war game is coming on. By who? That's the thing, I don't know. We have a lot of enemies right now. So be on your guard. After the training session and after Belle sending a warning to his uncle about the situation he was feeling, a few hours passed and after After Haruhime, Lily, and Ice returned to the Hestia mansion, Belle was invited to a restaurant or a bar that was called the Hostess of Fertility. Because I never mentioned Belle going to that. I don't think Belle went to the Hostess of Fertility at any point. So yeah, Belle has never been in the Hostess of Fertility in this story, or his family at this point. So Belle, Lucy, Tyona, Lily, Ice, and Haruhime decided to go to the Hostess of Fertility to just, for Belle and Lucy, to check out the, restaurant, hearing high praises actually from some of the hunters that has been there. Hearing from one member of his familia that these meals are like the hunter's meals. I mean, they're great foods. So I expect them to be, great. That was one of his members that heard about their going there, so he gave his own opinion about it, and Belle was surprised. Because not a lot of people can get that kind of compliment out of a hunter. After getting that review, everyone got ready and put on their normal clothes. Belle being his, regular outfit, with, Lily doing the same. After, getting on their sacred, because it's like half an hour walks away, so they decided to take the sacred to the, hunting ground. So Belle and Ice was on one, with Blackie with Ice and Haruhime sitting with Belle. Lucy and Tyona taking a sacred, with, Lily being with Tyona and Scarlet. Yeah, I named Lucy's palicoat Scarlet. And Scarlet, riding with Lucy. So after, getting ready and taking off to the Hostess of Fertility, after around, let's say 12 minutes of them riding on their sacred, they arrived outside of the Hostess of Fertility, seeing, around 3 sacreds there. So some hunters is actually at this, facility. This bar, or inn. So after getting down and making sure that their sacred was outside of the restaurant, seeing a maid, a female employee dressed like a maid, come out and, giving the sacred some food. Belle smiled at this, seeing that a lot of people has, gotten used to sacreds and the hunters being around at this point after some few months. I think it's been around 9 months at this point since Lucy and Belle and the others Hestia family members has arrived in Orario. Belle, walking into the facility with his group, looked around to see, there were some few hunters at, 3 hunters at a table in the corner that was eating a lot with some of the normal adventurers watching them with a little curiosity. After Bell looked around for a few moments, he heard a voice coming from in front of him. Lily... No, Eyes and Tyona. Eyes and Tyona being at front, knowing the restaurant and their employees, was greeted by a silver-haired woman with silver eyes. Hello, and welcome to the Hostess of Fertility, Miss Eyes. Hello, Seer. Hello, Seer. Sorry, we haven't visited in a while. We have been quite busy. Oh no, but Mamma Mia is still kind of furious that you haven't come here for a little while. Yes, but can we get a place to sit? Sorry, we don't have a table ready. We only have the bar. Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it. We can sit at the bar. Oh, okay. Everyone walked over to the bar, and Bell sat at the same spot he did in the first season of the anime. Sitting down with Eyes sitting beside him with Haruhime. Eyes is at the corner of the bar with Haruhime. No, there's 3 spots at the corner one before it's split off down the row. So Bell is sitting at the edge with Eyes in the middle between him and Haruhime. And on the other side, it was Tyona, Lily, and then Lucy. After some few moments, Seer took their order, and Bell looked at, Seer with a confusing look, actually. Do you need anything, Mr. Bell? No, it's just... Aren't you part of the Freya Familia? Yeah, how did you know? Oh, I think I saw you at one point when I, visited the Freya Familia last time. I had to report, the supplies they needed for the expedition. Oh, you did see me? I didn't see you. No, your back was turned. I just recognized the back of your head. Oh. Nothing else? No, I've met a lot of silver-haired people, but you're the only one with short hair, actually. Really? Yeah, that's why I recognized you. Belle, are you looking at other women? Belle looked at Eyes that had this kind of threatening smile on her face. No, I just recognized her hair. And I've already found 2 people I love, so I don't really care about looking at others. Eyes and Haruhime smiled at that comment, with Seer looking at them with confusion. You haven't? What? Never mind. Yeah, so I just want something, non-alcoholic. What do you got? Oh, for drinks we have some juice for the elven people that comes in. What kind? Well, we got, apple, oranges, pineapple, we got some mangoes. Ooh, mango. Alright then. After taking Belle's order and everyone giving the orders to Seer, their food took a little while because they're still a big group. with Belle, well, getting a plate of spaghetti, and Ice getting a, well, the same thing with Harime getting a big steak because Fox. And, well, Tyona giving 2 big steaks, and Lily getting a fish order with, well, Lilith getting a egg kind of dish. After drinking for a little while, another, well, servant came over to them. Any refillment? Any refillment? I can't fucking talk today. The girl asked if she could refill their glasses of, well, drinks. Oh yeah, can I have some? Belle giving his, cup to the woman behind the bar. Her asking what drink it was, and he answered her. After a few moments, Belle looked back to see the woman filling up some cups, but noticing... Wait, that's... fighting. Like she's on guard. After 2 minutes, she arrived back with some of their cups refilled with their drinks. Hey, may I ask you something, Ms. Ryu? Ryu, are you a former adventurer? Everything came only with their kind of place when it was a little quiet, with the giant woman, well, standing a little bit away, hearing their conversation with Belle, and Lucy noticing it, with the others didn't. How did you know? I mean, I can see your muscles are tense when I looked back to see how long it took to refill, and, well, you are more, stable in your stance when holding the plate. Like, you're, it just looks like you were a former adventurer to me. I just wanted to know if that was true. Yes, I was. Oh. So you retired because something horrible happened, or you just got tired of the life? Mostly the first one. Ah, okay. That makes sense. Fucking dungeon is awful sometimes. Aren't you a hunter, though? Yeah, but who the hell's gonna experience the Crystal's lands, monsters than ours? Even though it's kind of weird that all monsters from the other lands has arrived here. Huh. Yes, that is kind of weird. Anyways, more of that. I must say, give the compliment to the chefs. This food is like the hunter's meals. What do you mean? Oh, it's a compliment. Lucy speaks up at this point. If a hunter gives you a compliment of it's like the hunter's meals, it's a huge ass compliment for, any restaurants to get that from a hunter. The food that we get every time we go on a hunt is the most extravagant or most delicious meals you can get. I mean, it could be our last meal, so that's why it's so delicious that when a hunter said it's like a hunter's meal, it's like the last meals before a hunt. I see. Well, that's a surprising term. The big woman walks over to, the little group, hearing, Belle and Lucy's compliment. Belle looks at the woman and... Holy shit, you are a dwarf? Ha! You spotted that, little guy? Sorry. You spotted that, little fella? I mean, holy shit, you're tall. And blunt. Yeah, I must be honest with my cousin here. Damn, you're... Wait, tall dwarf. With... Are you Mia Grant? Huh? Ah, so you know me. Yeah, my dad told me about you. I mean, he did beat you sometimes when you tried to, well, fight him. A little bit time back. Hmm? Me? Ah, you're Sard's kid, aren't you? Yeah, I am. I'm Lucy. It's nice to meet you, little Lucy. So, you're Sard's kid. That means you're also Alpheus. Didn't know you wanted to become a hunter. Well, I take more of my dad, and my siblings take more of my mom. Ah. And cousin, meaning that you are... I am the son of... Oh shit, was it Rube? No. I think it was Red? Or it was Bell's dad. Bell names his dad's and his mom's name. I'm their son. I'm the cousin of her because her mom and my mom are siblings. I remember that woman. Sweet, kind woman with a god-awful terrifying aura when her sweets are taken. Yeah. That seems correct. After that, the conversation got a little on when a group walked in with Belle and Lucy getting the feeling worse. Oh shit. What's going on? Mia's standing a little bit away, hearing Belle's saying oh shit. Lucy and Belle looked at each other and then looked at the group that walked in with a black uniform with orange lining and a logo above its chest. Fuck, why are they here? If you're gonna have a problem, I would ask you to go outside with it. No, it's not that. I'm worried something's gonna happen if we're gonna stay for a little longer. Belle turned back to Mia and put a bag, well, behind the counter. No one else saw it except for the group that was there. If something goes wrong, and for when it goes wrong. Mia looked into the bag and saw around 20,000 valis. Well, 20,000 valis in the bag. Don't rough off my business too much. I don't know how much it's gonna be roughed up, but if it's more, I will pay you more. Got it. Well. Isn't it the familia of the loser of the goddess? A little Palom walked over to, well, Belle's table, with Belle looking back at the little shit that talks. Now, I've heard a lot of things about the Hestia familia, and they are not good. I mean, forcing the other familias to go in a kinda alliance, with their forcing them with their top members. Oh, great. Fucking bastards can talk like that. Keep your cool, Belle. Harime said as she looked at her boyfriend. And I've also heard that he got a little threatening, sorry about that, with some other familiar members of other familias. That must be the Ishtar familia. The little shit talked a little more, but noticing that Lucy and the others from the Hestia familia didn't react. Oh, so you're not gonna defend your whore slut of a goddess then? Okay. Bell grabbed his mug and just threw it at this point. That crossed the line. And I am gonna end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I need a break. My voice is very fucking destroyed right now. And I think you guys can hear it. I'm sorry if my voice is terrible or you couldn't listen to the rest of my video. So I am so sorry. Anyways, I am going to announce the 3 next videos that you guys can vote on. Let me just find my channel. There, videos. The next videos that can be voted on is What If Danmachi Was a Video Game? Part 8. Continuing off where the D&D session was finished last time. So I hope you guys will enjoy checking that out. What if Bell Cranel was an item maker? Part 5. It continues off where I last left it off with Bell and his friends. Well, Bell getting some new items and stuff, or creating new stuff he wanted to create. And the next part is, what if Deku owned Five Nights at Freddy, or a Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, part 6. So, I hope you're ready to vote. Good morning, goodbye, farewell, see you later, have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. Hope my voice isn't shit when I record the next video. And I think I am gonna post next in the middle of the week, being again what if Deku was the reincarnation of Link. So I hope you will enjoy that. Good morning, goodbye, farewell, see you later, have a wonderful, 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 wonderful day. Bye bye.